All right, so grabbing whatever you need for our practice today. Yes, grabbing blocks, cushion, strap, mat, chair, grabbing whatever we need. All right, and then let's go ahead and find ourselves seated in our chair. And you're either in the center, the front edge center, or the center of that chair, sitting ourselves up nice and tall, lengthening up through that spine. And planting our feet into the floor, rooting our feet into the floor, rooting those toes, those heels, maybe rocking those feet from front to back, maybe rocking yourself from front to back. But just beginning to prepare ourselves for our practice today, bringing ourselves to the present. There we go. And sitting ourselves up tall. Yeah. Some of my leggings, they don't attract any hair. I have two pairs, these ones and some black ones, that any hair that is in the air anywhere from 5 miles around, go right here. But thankfully the camera isn't that close to it. So sitting ourselves up nice and tall, let's begin to roll. Ooh, roll our shoulders back. Rolling that back, rolling that back, rolling that back. So rolling those shoulders, very nice. And then go ahead and roll that the other way. I looked down, I was like, whoa, okay. And let's roll that back again. And roll that forward. Good. Shrug our shoulders up to our ears. So go ahead and get a nice big shrug here. Maybe you can add some extra, if you've got some tension going on, got some stress going on in your brain, just bring it all there. Bring it all, put it all into your shoulders, and then let's go ahead and release it. Oh, good. Drop your chin to chest. So arms are heavy and dangling, shoulders are released and relaxed, chin is to that chest. Very nice. And lift that head center. Shrug our shoulders up again. And again, if there's any tension, any stress, any anxiety, put it all into the shoulders, all into those arms, and release it down. Relax those arms, drop that chin to chest. Oh, that feels good. Still sitting ourselves up tall, lengthening up through that spine, but our chin is to our chest. Our arms are heavy to our sides, relaxing the shoulders back. Nice. Lift that head center, and now let's take our eyes to sky. Drop that chin back to chest. And eyes to sky. And chin to chest. And eyes to sky. And chin to chest. And eyes to sky. Good. Bring that head to center. Let's look to the right. Think about that chin going over towards that shoulder. Right shoulder. And then to the left. Chin over towards that left shoulder. And to the right, and to the left. Head back to center, roll our shoulders back. Roll that forward. Sun breath here, so big sun breath. Sweep that up. And exhale it out. Oh, that feels good. Good sun breath. Oh, let's do that again. Inhale and sweep it up. And exhale it out. Woo. And again, inhale and sweep it up. And as we exhale, let's either hold on to the back of our chair, clasp our hands behind us, or hold on to the back of the seat of the chair or a strap. If you've got some shoulder issues, mobility issues, and you can't hold on, you can use a strap and hold that instead. But we've got those arms behind us. We're opening up that chest, opening up those shoulder muscles, opening up those arms, lengthening through that. Let's look to the left. Go and look left. Yeah, bring that to center. Drop our left ear to our left shoulder. I don't know about you, I'm feeling it way on my right shoulder. Bring that head to center, look to the right. Bring that head back to neutral. Drop our right ear to our right shoulder. Yes, and feeling it in the left side of the neck. It's good. Good stuff right there. Nice. Bring that back to center and let's release those arms. Shake that out. Inhale and sweep it up. Drop our right hand down. Side reach. Just right here, a nice lean. Just a leaning over. Maybe looking up at that hand. Just that nice rotation of that neck there. That's good. Inhale and sweep this up. Let's drop our left hand down and reach. Lean this over. Lean. And again, maybe looking up at that hand. Little rotation of that neck, different rotation. That side rotation, super good. Good for that jaw too. Inhale and sweep this up. Clasp our hands to the top. Press our palms towards the ceiling. Let's lengthen up through our arms. Lengthen up through that rib cage. Lengthen up through that torso. Add in that breath. Or we're going to do the side breath. So let's inhale it deeply. And exhale, big sigh out. Again, inhale it deeply. And exhale, big sigh out. And again, inhale it deeply. And exhale, big sigh out. Good. Bring our arms out in front of us. Stop hands. Rotate wrists. And rotate that. Very nice. And then rotate the other way. Point our fingers down. Point those fingers up. Point those fingers down. And point those fingers up. And fingers pointed down. And fingers up. Let's take our arms out into that wide V. We can see our arms in our peripheral vision. Palms up, make some fists, roll those knuckles in, and a exaggerated bicep curl here. Maybe your thumbs go right to those shoulders. Let's do a seated cat and cow. So let's go ahead and open this up, arch that back. It's really good. And then let's go ahead and round this, elbows together. Inhale and open. Exhale and round. 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 Once more, inhale and open this up. Very nice. And exhale, round this. Maybe those elbows get together. Mine are not, but that's okay. Lift that back to neutral, back to center. Open those arms up, palms facing down. Keep our arms out in that nice V, that peripheral, so we can see that. And let's do a little bit of our wings. So we're moving those wings and make forward circles, doing a little bit of a Pilates move right here for those arms. Getting some blood going to those shoulder muscles, to the neck, and then take that the other way. So taking that back. Little circles. Good. Circle it forward. If those shoulders are burning, then yay. Mine are too. And then let's release that down. Good. Shake that out. Ooh, nice blood flow to those muscles. Let's inhale and sweep this up. And exhale it out. Good. Inhale and sweep it. And exhale, let's clasp our hands behind us again. So opening that up, either clasping or you're holding onto the back of the seat of the chair, or the back of the chair, or your strap. Let's look our chin to chest, or take our chin to chest. Lift our eyes to sky. Chin to chest, and eyes to sky. Head to neutral, drop our right ear to our right shoulder. Pull. Left ear to left shoulder. Good. Release that head, release those arms, shake that out. Let's do a few neck circles here. So let's drop our chin to chest, right ear to right shoulder, chin to chest, left ear to left shoulder. And let's go ahead and take this for a few times each side. So these nice front half neck circles here. That feels good. Ooh. Getting that all warmed up, getting all those the shoulders, the neck muscles, upper body warmed up. Don't worry, we're gonna get our core in our legs soon. Good, drop that chin back to chest. Lift that head to center. Let's take that left arm across to that right thigh. And let's go ahead and do our little spinal twist here. First little twist. We'll do our bigger twist in a second. And bring this back to center. And then let's take our right hand across to that left thigh. Use the back of the seat for leverage and twist that here to the other side. Little twist. And then we'll do that big twist, don't worry. Bring ourselves back to center. Very nice. Reach our arms up. Let's reach up through our fingertips. Imagine like rays, beams of light going through your fingertips, shooting up towards the sky. So that's how much tension you've got in those arms. They're really, really reaching up. Reach that, reach that, reach that. Trying to add even more height to your spine. Let's walk our legs over to the right. And then let's go ahead and take those hands, place them on the back of the seat of our chair, and use that as leverage to get that deeper spinal twist here. Oh, loving this one. We're gonna do 2 big, deep breaths in this spinal twist. Let's inhale it here and exhale it out. And again, big, deep inhale and a big exhale out. Good. Reach those arms back up, shoot those beams of light back through those fingertips. Trying to think of what that's from. Like, I know it in multiple movies or whatever, but shoot those rays of light through the fingertips. And then let's go ahead and take those hands. We're over to the left. Take our hands back to the back of the seat of the chair and use that leverage again of the seat of the chair to twist yourself. Oh my goodness, this side, I'm definitely feeling it. Let's breathe it deeply here. Inhale. And exhale it out. Woo. And inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. Oh, that feels so good. Good, let's bring this back to center. Reach it back up through that. Shoot those beams of light back through those fingers. Very nice. And let's go ahead and release our arms to our sides. Grab your blocks, place them where you want them. If you're using blocks, place them where you want them for our seated sun salutations, because that's where we are going next. Let's inhale and sweep this up. So inhale this up nice and big, and exhale, dive it down and over. If you need some support for your belly because you've got low back stuff going on, if you need a pad between your thighs and your belly, then use it. You can use whatever you need to here. But we've got this nice front forward fold, seated forward fold. Hands are on our blocks. Let's go ahead and inhale, lengthen through this. Now, if you're not using blocks, your hands can be on your shins. You just don't want them on your knee joints. You can have them on your shins, or you can have them on the floor. Just don't want them on the knees. Otherwise, we've got our arms lengthened. We've got our spine lengthened. Our tailbone is pointed straight down towards the seat of the chair. Our crown of the head up towards the ceiling. And then let's release this into that forward fold. Let's inhale and lengthen right here. And exhale, release. Good. Inhale and lengthen. And exhale, release. Inhale, sweep those arms up nice and big. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Let's hold this here. Hold this. You can exhale while we're lengthened. Press our right hand into our block. Let's spinal twist over to the left. You can use that straight arm. You can have your hand to your lowest rib or on your waist. So whatever feels best for you, whatever is good for you in this mobility stretch, shoulder mobility stretch, but also this torso twist. Maybe for the first one, your shoulder's still cold. Maybe you don't have too much mobility yet. That is okay. Listening to your body, breathing in this nice spinal twist. This seated spinal twist, supported with that right arm. Let's release this down into that forward fold. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep those arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Let's do our right hand again. So press our right hand into that block and lift that left arm open. Maybe there's a little bit more mobility now. Oh, I think there is for me. This side's my good side anyway. We'll see what it looks like on the other side. Let's breathe deeply into this. Inhaling and exhaling. And maybe bringing to mind, if you're feeling some soreness or you're just not as mobile, bringing to mind, okay, being curious about it. What did I do differently? Either earlier today or yesterday or the day before that. What's different? Or what did I eat different? That's a big thing too. Remember, what we put into our bodies can also cause stiffness in our joints and muscles. Go ahead and release that and relax. Let's inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep those arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Hold this here. Now let's work on that other side. So left hand presses into that left block. Let's open that right side. Open that up. Good. And again, maybe your mobility isn't what it normally is, and that's okay. Or maybe it is. Maybe you're extra mobile today. Maybe you've had a good few days. Maybe your body's just like, yeah, this is feeling great. Good. Breathing this here. And then release that, relax. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Let's open up this right arm again. So lift that open. Yeah, and just that cause a little bit more mobility maybe in the second time around here. And breathing, inhaling and exhaling. Good, and then go ahead and release that. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Bring our hands to prayer. Exhale our hands to heart. Good. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep those arms up. This time as we exhale, let's take our arms behind us. So a little bit different. Take those arms behind us, clasp our hands again. So let's open up our chest, take our eyes to the ceiling. Maybe you've got a back arch here, and that we want to open that up. Maybe there's a little bit of a back arch. Good stretch. Chin is lifted, eyes are to the sky, to the ceiling. Very nice. Release those arms. Inhale and sweep this up. Bring our hands to prayer. Exhale our hands to heart. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Bring our hands to prayer. Exhale those hands to heart. Hold this here. Let's sit ourselves up tall. I'm scooting myself just a little bit forward because we're going to do that hinge and twist. So let's inhale it deeply here. As we exhale, let's hinge this deep and twist it even deeper. Press those palms together. We've got this nice spinal twist over to the left. For sure, feeling this in the back rib cage. Maybe you're feeling in your lats, big back muscles, in your traps, those shoulder blade areas, your angel wing areas. Maybe you're feeling in your arm. Maybe you're feeling it on the thigh where you've got that right arm, that right tricep. Maybe it's pressed into that left thigh. Maybe that's where you're feeling it today. Just finding some recognition, awareness of where you might be feeling the poses today in our practice. Good, let's bring ourselves back to center. Inhale and sweep this up. Now bring those arms back behind us. Good, let's open this up again and eyes are to the sky. Yep, eyes are to the sky. That chin is lifted. And you'll notice with that chin lifted, with those eyes to sky, it's also lifting that chest and getting that natural arch in the back. So really good there. Breathe. Try not to hold your breath here. And then, go ahead and release that. Shake that. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Bring our hands to prayer. Exhale our hands to heart. Inhale and lift this up. And let's dive this down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Bring our hands to prayer. Exhale our hands to heart. Sit ourselves up tall, super tall. Press our palms together. Inhale deeply. As we exhale, let's hinge and twist the other side. Oh, press those palms together. And maybe one side has more mobility than the other. I'm recognizing that usually both sides on my twists, they're the same mobility. Today's different, so it's very interesting. Maybe the same for you, maybe different for you. Maybe you're like, hey, this side is not my mobile side, but today it is. Just listening to that, going with it, breathing into it. Knowing that every day is different, every practice is different. Even though many of our moves are the same, it's just different days, different times, different seasons of our lives. Bring ourselves back to center. Inhale and sweep this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep up. And then let's release our arms to our sides. Oh, good. Roll those shoulders and roll that back and forward. Good. We can release those blocks off to the side. We've got our lower body now. Let's go ahead and go into our seated staff pose. Flexing through those feet, lengthening through our legs, reaching up through our arms. Very difficult pose here. You got this. Let's breathe it. Inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. Big deep inhale. And exhale it out. And one more time. Big deep inhale. And exhale it out. Release our arms. Either holding onto the seat of your chair, or hands to thighs, or by your side, whatever is working best for you. We've got those legs still out front of us, very hard. Feet are super duper flex. Let's go hamstring curl and leg extension. Let's go for 8. So let's curl it in and extend. There's 8. Curl it in and extend. There's 7. Curl it in and extend. There's 6. Curl this in and extend. There's 5. Curl this in and extend. There's 4. Curl this in and extend. There's 3. Curl this in and extend. There's 2. Curl this in. We're going to hold this next one. Hold this extension. When point those toes and flex those feet. Point those toes, flex those feet. Point those toes, flex those feet. Point those toes and flex those feet. Very nice. Let's release our left leg. Keep this right leg lifted. Scoot ourselves forward and bend that knee. Lift that leg up. Boat pose. Single leg boat right here. Let's breathe it. Inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. One more time. Big deep inhale. And exhale it out. And we're going to get into a deep piriformis stretch. So let's take this leg that's in the air. Go ahead and take that foot or that ankle onto that thigh. And maybe you don't have a lot of mobility at all in your hip. That's okay. Don't worry. We're going to work on it more when we get to when we sit back against the back of the chair. But this is just your first little piriformis stretch. Maybe it's just your foot that is on your thigh. It's like, or maybe it's your ankle. So whatever is working the best for you, whatever is helping you to open up that outer hip, inner hip, that hip joint, and we are finding our hinge here. So find a little bit of a hinge. While we're here at the front of our chair, you can be rounding that spine. It's okay. So because they're just waking everything up. But once we get to the back of the chair, where our back is supported, we want to keep our posture really, really nice. But right here, it could be that messy posture. It could be that rounding over. But just finding that, waking that up. Good. All right, now we're going to scoot ourselves back. So we're still in that piriformis stretch, still in that figure 4. Our foot or our ankle is on that thigh. We now get to have our back against the seat of the chair. So now that posture comes into play, that really, really nice posture and our breath and movement. So we're sitting ourselves up nice and tall. Let's inhale it deeply here. And exhale, hinge this forward. And maybe your hinge isn't that big, and that's okay. Let's inhale up and exhale, hinge. Or maybe when you're exhaling, when you're doing that hinge with that breath, you're able to get more movement. So maybe that's your victory for today. Let's inhale, sit this up, and exhale, hinge. And inhale this up, and exhale, hinge. Woo. And it's getting my outer calf too. That's a good one today. Very good. All right, bring ourselves back to center. We're still in this piriformis, still in this figure 4. Let's take our left hand to the outside of our right thigh, and let's do a spinal twist here in this figure 4. Oh. And breathe. Breathe it here. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Let's twist it the other way. Turning that the other way. And inhale it here. And exhale it out. Very nice. Bring ourselves back to center. Okay, now we're just going to hug our leg in. So just hugging this in, we're not going to cross it over just yet. We're just giving it a nice big hug. Let's go ahead and wrap that left arm around that leg and go ahead and twist this. And breathe. And then go ahead and twist that the other way. Other way. And breathe. And let's bring this back to center. Give that a big hug. And now we're going to cross it over. So now it's going to go into that shoelace. So that right heel crosses over to the left corner of our chair. Let's wrap it again. So wrap that arm around. Oh, and now we get more of that outer hip, outer glute, that IT band. Maybe you're feeling it in your low back. Maybe you're feeling it somewhere different. Maybe you're feeling it on the outer part of your knee. Maybe you've got your calf going on. Maybe you're feeling it in your upper body. Maybe in that rib cage. In that arm that is hooked around. Let's go ahead and twist the other way. So let's twist it to the left. Breathe it here. Good, and bring that back to center. Give that a big hug. Give yourself a big hug. And release that. Shake that out. Scoot ourselves forward. Actually, let's give ourselves a big hug. So let's reach our arms out. We just did our right leg first. So let's take our right arm over our left. Give ourselves a big hug. Reach our fingers for our spine and hug. This is such a good stretch. But it's also a good supportive movement, and it's a good grounding movement. If you're ever like, I'm not present, I need to bring myself present, give yourself a hug. And it can help ground you into the moment, and it can help ground you into yourself, where you're at. Good, let's open this up and cross over the other side. So left arm over right. Reach our fingers back for our spine. And then open that up and release that down. Shake that out. Okay. Now we get to go for our staff pose once more. Let's flex through our feet, lengthen through our legs, reach up through our arms. Hold this here, 3 breaths. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. And inhale it deeply and exhale it out. And again, big deep inhale and exhale it out. Good, release that down. Holding on to the seat of the chair, our hands to the thighs, keep our feet flexed. Let's curl this in and extend. So now we're going to go for 8 and extend. Here 7 and extend. Here's 6, and extend. Here's 5, and extend. Here's 4, and extend. Here's 3, and extend. Here's 2, and extend. We've got one more. We're going to hold our extension. Hold this here. Go ahead and point those toes, flex those feet. 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 Point those toes and flex those feet. Good. Let's release the right leg. Scoot ourselves forward. Keep our left leg lifted. Lengthen here. We've got that one-legged boat. Oh, this side. It's harder. Let's breathe. Inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. One more time. Inhale it. And exhale it out. Good. I don't know why. It's so much harder. Let's go ahead and take that leg, foot or ankle to that thigh. And finding our figure 4. Piriformis stretch on this other side. And again, because we're doing this first little one, front edge of our chair, your posture can be poor. You can have poor posture here. You can round that. We're just waking that up. Waking this whole area up right here. Waking up that hip, outer hip, inner hip, thigh, hip flexor, hip joint. The muscles there, waking it all up. Maybe your ankle, maybe your calf, maybe your back. Just getting that ready for a really nice posture in just a moment. All right, let's scoot ourselves back to the back of the seat of the chair. And now comes the good posture. Now it's the super tall spine, super tall back, and we add in the breath and the movement. Let's inhale it deeply here. And exhale, hinges forward. And inhale it up tall. And exhale, hinge. And inhale that up tall. And exhale, hinge. Oh, man. One more time. Inhale this up tall. And exhale, hinge. Ooh. That's good. Got really good posture here. Really opening that up. All right, let's sit ourselves up tall again, and let's go ahead and take our right hand across to our left thigh, and let's do a spinal twist here, but we're in that piriformis, in that figure 4. Staying in that figure 4. And then let's twist it to the other side. Bring that back to center. Very nice. All right, let's hug our leg. So let's go ahead and give our leg a nice big hug. Hug that in. And let's wrap that right arm around that left leg and twist that there. That is good. Big twist. And then twist it the other way. Sometimes in these twists, I don't know what it is. I'll have to look it up. It like starts I don't know if it's a relaxation chain, but it starts me feeling really tired when I do some of these twists, get really deep in some of these twists. I'm like, if I could close my eyes, I would fall asleep right now. I think I've said it before. I have narcolepsy and I'm in these twists. Let's go ahead and take that foot across. Take our heel over to our right side. So left heel is over to the right corner of the chair. Let's wrap that right arm around and twist, but not in this one. This one, no. This one I don't fall asleep in. But it's those other ones where I'm hugging that in. It'd be interesting to see if there's a nerve or a movement that causes like things to like relax to where you're like, if I close my eyes, I would fall asleep right now. Good, and let's twist. to the other side. Oh. And bring that back to center. Give that a nice big hug. Very good. All right, let's take ourselves over to the left side of our chair. Let's bring our right leg up onto the seat of the chair. Let's take our left leg off to the side. So we're going to go into our gate, our modified gate pose, our supported gate pose. And with your foot, you can have your toe to the front or slightly inwards. You can have it off to the side, or you can, if you've got that ankle mobility or you're working on your ankle mobility, you can have your foot going off to the side even more. But just recognize and kind of put into your input where this foot is going to be at, because you want to do the same thing with your other foot, working on that same mobility on both sides, both ankles. So I'm going to have it like I would do it. I'm going to have it slightly inwards, like I would have it when I'm doing a warrior. So when we do our warriors, we've got one toe pointed out, we've got the other one pointed slightly inwards, and that's what I'm working on today. So listening to your body, going where you want to go today, what you want to work on today. Let's lengthen up through our arms here. Ooh, and then let's go ahead and drop that right hand down to the right side of the chair and reach this over. That is a good side stretch. And let's breathe this here. Inhale and exhale. That's the beauty of working with the chair and doing these slower movements or more deliberate movements, because then you can actually focus on simple things like ankle stability and mobility, which is so vitally important for our normal everyday life. But hey, when do we ever get to focus on that? Right now. That's what we're doing now. We're building the mobility, the stability, that strength, just by having that ankle held in a different spot. Super important. Let's go ahead and windmill this down and reach this over. Yeah, I don't think our ankles get enough love. We're giving our ankles some love today. Just breathe this here. They do a lot for us, our ankles and our wrists. Good, go ahead and release that. Let's turn this into our supported pigeon. So let's go ahead and turn that facing towards that chair. Back heel stays lifted, back leg is nice and lengthened. Reach up through this. Maybe you get that natural slight arch here in that back. Maybe, maybe not. But just lifting and lengthening up through this, and we're going to do a forward fold here. So your forward fold, you've got your options. You're either on your hands, you're on your elbows, or you're folding all the way forward, letting those arms dangle over. I like to use the support of a block here. And remember to keep that back leg active. It's really easy just to let it hang, dangle, knee bend, let it go. Nope, keep that active. So that keeps your brain active too. You have to think about keeping that heel lifted. Think about keeping that leg lengthened. Good, breathing it here. Let's lift ourselves back up. Reach back up through those arms. And this is again like this, the light through the fingertips. Maybe it's Xanadu. That's my favorite movie ever. It's the light through the fingertips in Xanadu. Man, if I could have been a professional roller skater. Let's go ahead and release that. Let's take our leg off to the side and find ourselves in our warrior. Warrior two legs, warrior two legs, warrior two arms. Let's reach out through those arms. You're not going to be able to do this without thinking about light shooting out of your fingers now. Let's lengthen through those arms. Nice, strong legs, strong torso, strong chest, strong arms, strong neck. Super strong and proud warrior right here. Face is relaxed. Good. Let's drop our back arm, take our palm up, reach through that peaceful warrior. And breathe. Breathe into this peaceful warrior. It's a good stretch for those front abs. Well, we don't have back abs, so this is a good stretch for those abs. And let's go ahead and take ourselves into our side angle. Remember, side angle is harder than we think because We aren't just leaning here. We're barely putting any weight there. Our torso and our legs are doing a lot of the work here. Let's lengthen through this and breathe. This is kind of like that staff pose. It's a lot harder than it looks. It's a lot harder to do because you're having to work different muscles than you would think, than what it looks like. Bring ourselves back up, proud warrior. And then release that down. Very nice. All right, let's go ahead and switch sides. So let's give our left leg the seat of the chair. Take our right leg off to the side and remember where your ankle mobility was on the other side. Work on the same ankle mobility on this side, which is more difficult for me because it makes my hip have to work in a different way, which is good because it needs to happen like that. So we have that balance, so I don't get an imbalance, so I don't get injured. So yes, it is more challenging on this side to have my ankle mobility the way that it was on the other side. So same for you, make sure that you try and get it to that same spot for this side as well. Let's lengthen up through this, reach up through this into that nice gate pose. Reaching up, lengthening and breathing. Good, let's go ahead and take that left hand, drop that left hand to the left side of the chair and reach this over. Breathe. And let's go ahead and windmill this and reach over this other way. That's good. Breathe that. And then release that. Good. Let's turn this into that supported pigeon. Back heel is lifted, back leg is lengthened. Reach up through those arms. Lengthen up through that. Very nice. Reach, reach, reach. And let's go ahead and take those hands. And we'll take ourselves into our forward fold. So either on the hands, on the elbows, or all the way forward. Again, trying to do the same thing on the side that you did on the other side. Let's also keep that back leg active. Keep our heel lifted. Lengthened, active, strong. Breathe. And let's lift ourselves up. Reach up through those arms. Oh yeah, so good. And then release that. Let's take our leg off to the side. So let's go ahead and go into our warriors on this other side. So left knee is bent. Right leg is nice and straight, strong legs, strong torso, strong arms, lengthened arms. Light shooting out of those fingertips. Relax that face. But the neck is strong, the chest is strong. So very, very proud warrior right here. Good. Let's go reverse warrior. So let's drop that back arm. Take our palm up. Reverse warrior or peaceful warrior. And breathe. This is one of those ones, I think peaceful warrior, even when we're standing without the support, it's one of those ones where I hold my breath at. So I have to remember to breathe in this one because it is kind of a relaxing pose or it's a different one. So I tend to hold my breath here. Important to breathe here, maybe because it's squashed a little bit. All right, let's go ahead and take ourselves to our side angle. Taking that to that side angle, strong legs here. And breathe. And then let's go ahead and bring ourselves up, lengthen through that. Very nice. And now we get to do one of my favorite stretches. Let's take it to that wide-legged spinal twist. So let's scoot ourselves forward, grab our blocks. Blocks could be inside of our feet. Let's take our right hand onto block and spinal twist. Oh, so good. Maybe a bit here. And inhale and lift. And drop this down. Reach that up. Breathe. And inhale and lift. And release that. Good. All right, let's bring our legs together. Take our blocks where we want them because we are going to go into our standing forward fold. So rooting our feet, we're at the front edge of our chair. Let's inhale and sweep this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. We're in that seated forward fold. Let's plant our feet, lift our glutes up off of the chair. So now we are in our standing forward fold. Oh, calves, always love this. Love it, love it. Root those feet into the floor. So big toe, little toe, heels, press into the floor. Hands are on those blocks. Let's inhale, flat back, look forward. So tabletop it right here. It's good too. Release this and take a seat back into the chair. Inhale and sweep this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Lift our glutes up off the chair. Standing forward, fold. Calves are stretching. Feet are rooted. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale and release. Take a seat back in that chair. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Let's lift those glutes up off of the chair. Seat of the chair. Let's inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale and release. Keeping this here. Inhale, sweep our arms up. So big, tall mountain. All of that. Let's cactus this back. Exhale, cactus. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale and lift. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, flat back. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. And exhale, cactus those arms back. Inhale and lift this up. And release our arms to our sides. Excellent. Good. Let's take it down for our shoulder stand. We didn't get to do shoulder stand last week. So let's do our shoulder stand. Let's take that chair to the end of our mat. Grab what you need for your shoulder stand and for your final relaxation. So if you need an eye pillow, you can grab that, place that up to your side. Grab what you need for our modified shoulder stand. So a block, if you need pillows, grab whatever you need for that. And let's take ourselves down onto the floor. Scoot ourselves super close to our chair. Take our legs up onto our chair. Glutes are super close so that legs are up onto that chair. And if you need support for those legs the entire time, then scoot yourself up against a wall and let your legs go up against the wall and keep your legs supported by the wall the whole time. Grab your block or your stiff pillows or your stack of books with a blanket over it and place that block, place that underneath your sacrum. So right underneath that low back for support as we go into our inversion. Our palms are facing up, our chest is open, and let's go ahead and lift our legs up. Ah, I've been looking forward to this. Yes, So finding our inversion pose here, meaning that our legs are higher than our heart. Our legs get to take a load off right now. And you could be rotating your ankles like I'm doing. You could be pointing and flexing, or you could just be still. You could be in stillness here. You can also be working on maybe some outer or inner thigh flexibility by letting those legs move off to the side and gravity pulling them down towards the floor. Or maybe your feet are together, knees are apart. That can be really supportive too, especially if your legs are tired. You can have them bent because your legs are still lifted. They're still up in the air. They're still above your heart. They're still above your head. So there's still that inversion going on, that different circulation. This is super restorative for the body, for the circulation, for the blood, for the brain. Just keeping that there and breathing. We've got that chest open. Palms are facing the sky. Shoulder rotation open here. Just a natural opening. And breathe. And this is one of those ones that you could do this for multiple minutes. Doing inversion poses with the head above the heart. I mean the legs, the head, well, the head above the heart is all the time, but the legs above the heart, legs above the head. You could do this for multiple minutes. It's very good for your body, for your circulation. Very nice. Let's go ahead and release one leg, release the other leg. Let's take our right ankle, place it onto our left thigh. Go ahead and press that inner right thigh away with that right hand. And get that, our final little piriformis push or piriformis stretch of the practice today. And then let's release that. Take it to the other side. Left ankle onto that right thigh. Let's press that away. And release that. Very nice. Let's take that block out from underneath us. And we are going to move into our final relaxation. So grabbing whatever you need for that. If you use an eye pillow, grabbing that. You can place it over your eyes, over your forehead, face, or a regular pillow or a blanket, whatever you use. Just enjoying the heaviness, the darkness of that eye pillow. Let's lengthen through our arms towards one end of the room, reach through our feet, our toes, our legs at the other end of the room, adding a few inches to your height here, to your extension, reaching through that, lengthening through that. Maybe your body's like, yes, a big yawn, that's good. Get some extra oxygen into those lungs. Breathing deeply here. Let's inhale it very deep. And as we exhale, allow ourselves to sink, to settle. Let those feet fall open. Let those arms be open towards the sky, towards the ceiling. Face is relaxed. Jaw is relaxed. Scalp is relaxed. That whole body is relaxed. Maybe you're seeing all kinds of, if you've got an eye pillow, maybe the pressure of that eye pillow, maybe you're seeing all kinds of different shapes and colors going on. Or maybe it's just darkness. But allowing things to slow down and to quiet, giving yourself these few moments. Allowing yourself to just push aside the worries that you've got to do for the rest of the day. You can put those aside for 2 minutes. Just put it aside, let it go, and then you can pick it right back up after our 2 minutes is done. But relax. Smooth out that forehead. Smooth out your jaw. Relax and release that. relax the face, the teeth. The rib cage, the belly, the pelvis, the thighs, the knees, the ankles, the feet. Relax. So relaxing. Let's go to bend our knees. And maybe you can flatten through your spine here, through your lower back. Maybe you could tuck that tailbone under. That might tilt your head back a little bit. It's okay. Actually might feel good to have that chin lifted. And let's drop both of those knees over to your most comfortable side. Taking yourself onto your side for a few breaths here. And nice and slow, let's begin to bring ourselves up. Press ourselves up into a seated pose that feels strong, supportive for you. So bringing yourself up, lengthening up through that spine, lengthening up through the crown of the head, reaching up through that. Good, let's inhale, sweep our arms up, bring our palms together. And let's go ahead and exhale, eyes following our fingers, take our chin to chest. Lift that head center, take our fingers to forehead. As we leave today, let us think thoughts of truth. Take our fingers to our lips. As we leave today and speak to others, let us speak words of love. Take our hands to our hearts. As we leave today and face the world, let our lives be a light of truth and a light of love, having hearts of compassion and mercy, knowing that we have not been given a spirit of fear, but the spirit of love and a sound and peaceful mind. Inhaling it deeply. And exhale. And one more time, big deep inhale. And a big cleansing exhale. And thank you for joining me for the practice today. Have a blessed rest of your day. And we'll see